A newly released report by the Committee to Protect Journalists has listed the 10 countries where the news media are the most restricted. Topping the list are Eritrea and North Korea. The report reveals that these countries harass and imprison journalists as well as censor the internet to keep reporters quiet. VOA's Daniela Schrier has details.
Being jailed is what happens to journalists in the 10 countries cited in the CPJ report. China is the report's leading jailer, with 44 journalists behind bars. And the CPJ cites Iran as using mass and arbitrary detention to silence dissent or force exile. With 200 journalists worldwide jailed this year alone, Courtney Ratch of CPJ says it's a perilous time to report.
The past 3 years have been the most dangerous on record for journalists, with record numbers of killings, of imprisonment, and based on CPJ's assistance data, more than 400 journalists who have been forced into exile over the past 5 years.
Internet censorship is a key weapon to stifle criticism. In North Korea, only the political elite have access. In Cuba, bloggers must upload from foreign embassies or hotels to get an unfiltered connection. China's 642 million internet users face what's called the Great Firewall, which blocks dissenting sites and social media.
Censorship is a very powerful tool. I mean, it does restrict information flows. In order to bypass censorship, you often have to have highly technical skills, what tools to use, what techniques, and also how to keep their sources safe, how to keep their broader profiles safe.
The Arab Spring movement led to crackdowns in Eritrea, where the government scrapped plans to provide mobile internet for its citizens. Since the Arab Spring, Saudi Arabia has amended press laws to prevent the publication of materials that contradict Sharia law or undermine public order. State-run media are often the only source of information in the 10 countries on the list. Ratch says the report's publication lets journalists and citizens in these countries know the world is watching and cares. Daniela Schrier, VOA News, New York.